Oh man, it has begun, and so it begins. Mcfarlane is making page punchers with Hasbro property, and honestly, I love it. I love it. I'm one of these people. I own page punchers from Mcfarlane. I have the full size ones. I have like the caveman Batman wave for the most part. I think I'm just missing the Robin, but I have the rest of them. And I mean, I like it. I like the concept. I've always liked the concept. You get a little figure with the comic book. It's like it's kind of like back in the 80s and the 90s. Like if you weren't born in the 80s and the 90s, man, you missed out. You missed out. There was a time where if you bought a box of cereal, you got a whole ass action figure in the cereal box. Like those, like you would get like a 3.75 inch G.I. Joe in a box of Fruit Loops. like you missing out. They used to give you like full size like Bugs Bunny, full size like Mickey Mouse. They give you all these things like a real legit action figure inside of a cereal box. They don't do that shit anymore, man. They ain't doing that nonsense anymore. That ain't the move anymore. But man, y'all missed out. But yeah, this kind of reminds me of that. It's like you get the comic book and the figure. They had this back in the day too. It was like, but it was always like the sort of like the comic books I'd never read. Like I didn't read a lot of the those comic books because they were trying to build you into not only the comic book world, but they were trying to build you into their toy world. They were trying to build you into it, and I never quite got into those comic books, so I never really was into it because Marvel was established. Like the Disney properties back then, before they went crazy, the Disney properties were established. Star Wars was established in my mind anyway. DC, all those characters established in my mind. So it was pretty easy to buy those over those smaller companies. And then Spawn came along and changed all that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Spawn changed everything for me. But yeah, like this is a great concept. But it's also a concerning concept. Here's why. I'm starting to feel like, and a lot of people have said this before me, so credit to them, but I'm starting to agree with them. I'm starting to feel like I need to agree with them that Hasbro is starting to move more towards licensing and less towards their toy brands. And as they're starting to lose more and more money, I feel like this is like their last like swing at things. They're gonna license out everything they own and just see what lands, what sticks to the wall. So they're already doing that with G.I. Joe. This is now them licensing out Transformers. They've already licensed, and they have it licensed out to like Funko and companies like that do sort of non-transforming figures. So I highly doubt that's going to change. So, but if they're just going to be a licensing company, if they're just going to license out things to other companies to make their properties, here's what you want. Here's what I want. And I think a lot of people agree with me. I want them to license out Mask to Mcfarlane. That's what I want. That's what I would like to see. Right? Think about it. Mcfarlane already makes vehicles. He already makes figures to go into said vehicles. Wouldn't that be awesome if Mcfarlane was to get the Mask license and actually make those and bring that property back? Oh, it would rain and pour in this sub. Oh my goodness, this sumbitch would be raining. It'd be raining and pouring up in here. There'd be parties up in here. Because and for the uninitiated, Mask was essentially just cars that transformed into other vehicles. So like they had a car that had a flight mode. You know, they had a big semi that turned into a battle station. Like, yeah, that would be dope if they licensed that out and actually did something with that license. Hand it over to McFarlane, let them have it. But like, in terms of the page punchers, man, seriously, I think they're cool. Me personally, I think they're cool. I like the minifigs. I prefer the larger figs. I think to me that's a better value at $25. I think that's a better value to me personally. But yeah, I really like what they're doing there. I like that they're actually giving you the minifigs. I like the minifigs actually look like the actual characters, not some cheap rendition, which I half expected, because I don't trust any companies nowadays. But yeah, it's an interesting concept for them to be licensing their stuff out. But I worry, like I said, that they're just going to license things out. But there could be an innate benefit to it. There could be a benefit to it for us, the collectors, to actually get franchises that we've been asking for the longest time to get revved up and restarted. And if that's McFarlane, if it takes McFarlane to bring back Mask, if it takes, like, you know, if they give it to Super 7, or to give it to another company saying, hey, make G.I. Joe classified figures, we don't want to make them anymore, but these are what you have to have in the figures, and they're still the same figures, they're posable, more paint, more everything, I'm all for it. Bring it on. Like, if they want to hand Transformers over to one of these third-party companies and say, hey, listen, you're going to do Transformers now, make it. They hand it over to one of them and say, hey, make the Transformers, and we'll sell them over here. You know, they already do it anyway. They might as well just hand it over to another company that already does transforming figures. That'd be smart in my book, if you're going to just license stuff out. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you check out the community tab. That's where I post any pre-orders, like the pre-orders for these page punchers, any deals on figs, or any restocks that I come across while browsing the World Wide Web. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Also in the description is my Amazon affiliate link. It's pretty awesome, pretty cool. All you have to do is click on the link, go to Amazon, and buy away. And Amazon will pay me a small commission for everything you buy. It's a great way to support the channel, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. But yeah, with that, be safe, be good, and it's the Drunken Prime cracking open another beer and signing off.